Hey everybody, this is Bonnie Gordon,
Hey, I'm Jesse T. Usher.
and you're watching Movers and Shakers
Movers and Shakers.
Unlimited.
So I think we were talking a little bit off stage, but tell me how day two has been going so far for Shore League.
It's been awesome. First, I got coffee, which was much needed at any convention. Last night, I was able to do a hour-long concert here at the convention, which was amazing. Doing both some of my comedy parodies as well as some of my original music, which has been really great. Hearing everyone's feedback. So this morning, it's just been people coming up and saying how much they enjoyed it, and I just did a voiceover panel talking about being a voiceover actor in the industry, and that was a lot of fun. Really, really good questions, really good interactions within the panel. Everyone was, it was just very casual and fun. So those are the kind of cons that I love. I really enjoy coming to some of these smaller conventions that, even though Shore Leave's actually not that small, but I love the smaller ones because it makes it feel like you're going to a family reunion instead of, just being swamped up into a giant chaotic mess. So these cons are just so special to me, and I'm so, so, so happy to be here.
Excellent, excellent. So, talk to me more about, voice acting. I always find that fascinating of, the process of being able to find a character, to be able to find a voice, and, what you pull from your toolbox in order to do that. So, can you talk a bit about that process and if it changes from character to character or if it's the same?
Yeah. I always say for people who want to get into voiceover acting that some of the best things you can do is, besides voiceover classes and workshops, is taking things like music lessons and singing lessons, because you don't realize how much when you speak you're using music. I know that sounds weird, but taking singing lessons helps you learn how to breathe properly, how to use your diaphragm. So many voiceover actors go into the industry not knowing how to scream correctly, not knowing how to use their voice correctly, and then they end up hurting their vocal cords. So different things like it also helps you learn different things about your voice when it comes to pitch and tonality. So if I get a breakdown of someone who, this is my natural speaking voice, but they want someone like maybe a teenager or someone younger, all I got to do is raise my pitch a little bit, and all of a sudden I'm a lot younger and cute and sweet, and gee golly whiz, let's go. Or if they really want someone young, if they want like a little boy or something, then I could get like a little raspy, get some texture, maybe like a little lisp in my voice, because I haven't really developed all my skills with speaking yet because I'm a little kid. Um, so just playing around with your voice and texture. I feel like a lot of people don't play with texture too much anymore with their voice because they want it to sound like smooth and nice. But like if you get that rough texture in your voice, sometimes that adds so much character without you having have to do very much. If that makes sense, I don't know.
No, it absolutely does.
Unless you're a computer, then you don't want too much texture. So then you get a lot of warning, warning, red alert, unable to comply. And those are a little bit more smooth.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, I also found it fascinating too. Whenever you're coming as a guest, I mean, yes, you're coming to the con, and you're. It's cool to be able to travel to different places, but you know, time can be very finite. So, can you talk a bit about that, and will you have time to be able to do any leisure stuff, or maybe you already have?
Well, a lot of people, like a lot of my friends, they're like, "Wow, you get to travel to so many different places and do so many different cons. You get to see so many different cities. I don't get to see anything. Usually, my time at a different location is to the airport and to the convention center or hotel and then back. So I usually don't get to do much extracurricular activities where I travel to for the conventions. When I'm a guest at a con, I tend to take it very seriously and want to make sure that I'm giving the con my all and making sure that everyone gets a chance to stop by my table and talk and visit with me. So if it's somewhere like I've done a few, I was lucky enough to do a few cons in Hawaii. So if that's the case, I'll ask for like an extra day at a hotel, and then maybe take a day to like go to the beach, or like half a day to relax a little bit. So. But yeah, I tend to really take the cons seriously and spend most of my time at the convention center or the hotel, wherever it's being held, and focus strictly on the con and strictly on the fans and goers, because I want to be here for y'all. If I'm going to be at a con for the con, I'm going to be at the con. That's a lot of cons in a sentence, but yeah.
All right. Well, Bonnie, thank you so much. Thank you for your time, and enjoy the rest of the show, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye, everybody.